Morning, 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 morning. Joy, bells, and whistles. God bless you this morning. Happy Friday. Finally Friday. But most of all, thank God it's Friday. Oh Lord Jesus, we are so excited that it's Friday. Even though we only had a short week this week, because we was blessed to have a holiday on Monday. But don't it seem like sometime when we get them extra days, that it seem like Friday is going to be forever getting here. But guess what? We made it. And I hope you did too. And that way we can celebrate. We got a reason to jump for joy this morning. We got a reason to be excited because we're still here. That God saw favor on us and he stopped by. Breathed a little something on us today and gave us a reason to get up and make some wise choices. And one of them choices I want y'all to make today is to be happy. Choose happy today. Always choose joy, but I want y'all to choose happy today. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's finally Friday. And you know, this week we've been talking about choices. And you know, I'm really big on choices because everybody have them. And I want everybody to choose to be happy, and I want you to choose joy because the joy of the Lord is your strength. The strength that you're going to get over all situations and circumstances. It has to be joy. You got to count it all joy. You got to remember that it's the joy that's going to get you through some of your most tedious and troublous times. You got to count it all joy. And you got to make a choice. That's a choice that you have to make. You have to choose in this life what you want. And stop allowing other people to make those choices for you. This is your girl, Juslee. I'm just here to inform you that you have a choice on what it is that you want and don't want. And I'm just here to help you. I'm here to help you today on this finally Friday. I want to help you go into this weekend. I want you to go on this weekend understanding how important it is to take a few minutes and get you a little hammer time. We're going to talk a few minutes today about the hammer time. What is hammer time, Juslee? What you talking about this hammer time? Some of y'all know a little bit about MC Hammer. And he used to split across the floor and say it's hammer time. And then he would say, you can't touch this. We need to get to that place where you can't touch this. You can't touch my choice. I've made a choice and I'm going to stand on it. We need to get to that place where hammer time is the most important thing that we have. Because why? Because I've made a choice to tear down the way that I was and build up the way that I am. And I'm making sound choices that benefit me and not you. We're talking about hammer time right now. We're talking about tearing down and building up. We're talking about building a better you. And the only way you're going to do that is you're going to need a hammer. You're going to have to tear down some of that negative mindset. You're going to have to tear down some of them negative thoughts. You're going to have to tear down some of them negative relationships. You're going to have to tear down some of them negative family members. Oh, we live in a time now that we just have to call a spade, and we have to call it what it is. We got to tear it down. Because if it's tearing you down, then it's time for you to tear it down. We're talking about choices today. We're talking about hammer time. It's time for you to hammer away those things that mean you nothing and make some solid and sound choices to build yourself up with that same hammer that you tore down that negative with. I want you to flip it around. And now I want you to build yourself up this weekend. Build yourself up. Take that hammer and build yourself up. Make a choice. It's up to you. Choose happy. But if you're down and if you're out and you're frustrated and you're angry and you're going through all this unnecessariness and you can't figure it out because you need to tear down that wall inside of your mind that's blocking your heart. Do away with it. Hammer time. Hammer time. Hammer time. Hammer time. Hammer time. It's time for us to do away with it. It ain't gonna hurt you. And that's why you need to get around some people that understand what the hammer time means. It means for you to tear down some circumstances and situation that does not quite make you who you really know you are and want to be. It is time for you to step into the arena with your hammer and coming in being exactly who you are. Why? Because you've tore down the person that they created you to be and you built yourself up. You have built a better you. A lot of us are who people have said we are. I've talked about it often. Because in order for you to enjoy joy, you have to be original. You'll never experience joy through the eyes of somebody else. Because joy is placed inside of you, honey. Oh, my Joe bells and my whistles, baby, is placed inside of you. It is for you. So you will never be able to experience joy by looking at somebody across the room or across the water or across the airway. It won't happen. It's inside of you. And until you tear down those things that is shattering and blocking you from experiencing what it is that you want and need, what you want and need, you're going to have that problem. It's all about identifying and making a choice to build a better you. We're talking about building a better you. We're talking about hammer time. We're talking about building a better you. And building a better you means you build. You know more than anybody else the components inside of you that you need to do away with. You know. And it's okay that we know. Some of us know. And you know that we know. And we okay with knowing that we know. But we want you to do better. We want you to tear down some of them old rusty planks and rusty boards inside of you and do away with some of that corrosion and some of them windows and that's broken and some of that stuff that's inside of you that hasn't served no purpose. We're talking about building a better you today. We're talking about hammer time. We're talking about building a better you. And nobody can build a better you but you. Because you have to identify with what's inside of you. You have to get into that quiet place and allow the Spirit of God to dwell and share and show you. And once He do, then that's up to you to build a better you. It's your choice then. We're talking about choices, building a better you, and hammer time. All those go together. It's up to you to make the choice. To become what you feel that you are. And not be ashamed about it. It's time to build a better you. Time to make a choice. It's time to make a choice. Or we can build a lot of things. You can work at a plant. You can become a part of building a whole lot. You can be a construction worker, a manufacturing worker. You can build cars. You can build houses, boats, ships. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And you can work with a team to make that specific thing. But when it comes to building you, that's an individual thing. You have to know all the components that it takes to build you. And you have to know the components that needs to be taken out and replaced to keep you functioning properly. Because the reason why we can't choose happy is because we got some components inside of us that is not quite operating. So we can't seem to find happiness. We got some components inside of us that won't let us experience joy. We got some components inside of us that won't let us experience peace. Are we talking about them branches again? Those components inside of us, that heaviness. That's heaviness. I need you to build a better you. I need you to do away with some of them, that heavy load that you're carrying. It's up to you. Your peace, your joy, your happiness lies in you. I want you guys to have some of it. It's in you. Don't be so stuck in situations and circumstances that don't even concern you. I need you to be focusing in on you, on becoming a better you, choosing to be a better you, taking some time this weekend and taking that hammer and just doing away with some of the things that you know is no good in you and making room for some good stuff where you can make some better choices for yourself. Oh, this your girl, Juslee. I'm just here to encourage you, inspire you, and lift you up to make some better and wiser choices when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to your peace, and when it comes to your joy. That's what I'm here for. I ain't here for nothing else but to get you to get a little piece of this here, what I got. I'm just here to share with you. You know I ain't no ball hog. I'm gonna give you some too. Because it ain't no fun just having all the fun by yourself. I wanna share some. I want you to have some of this joy too. And I want y'all to know that this weekend, I want y'all to spend some time with a hammer, tearing down some stuff. This your girl, Juslee. I hope that something I've said have inspired, encouraged you, and uplift you to go and get a hammer and tear it down. I love you. Have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on Marvelous Monday. And remember, it's hammer time. God bless you, and I love you.